Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of On My Mind by Mahal. First of all, thank you so much for the response on the last video. You guys were really sweet and I didn't expect that. It was a really big step for me, but you guys were nothing but loving and supportive. And I already love the little community we're building here. So thank you so much for that. For today's video, we have the one and only Aryan Khanna. So I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe, like, share, do all of that. And see you guys. Cheers. Welcome to the podcast, Aryan. How do you feel?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I feel a little nervous. Just a little bit.
Why do you feel nervous?
I really don't know. I've never had like a one-on-one talk on camera with someone who's asking me questions.
Imagine me being on camera for the first few times in my life.
That's pretty scary too.
It is. It's difficult. But we made chai because how can we not have chai with Aryan?
Yeah, true.
Plus we have to vibe and we need chai to match that vibe. We need chai. So if we start with that, you enjoy your chai.
You made very good chai, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah,
I have a special masala.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's very subtle.
Right. So first important question. What does vibe mean to you? What defines vibe? Because it's such a big part of you.
Yeah.
I want to know this.
Vibe means looking at the small things of any situation and seeing what it has to offer and really enjoying it.
Are you vibing right now?
Yeah, like this chai and this AC and like this sound and it's all like
conversation. Hopefully.
Yeah, this conversation. So it is. That's what vibing is. And for me, like when it's cloudy, it's a vibe.
I love that weather too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too good. Like the mood just elevates. So that's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Some things are not vibey. It's okay. Everything doesn't have to be vibey.
That's true. So if we talk about your YouTube success and also the amount of things you do on YouTube, you do fitness, you do hair for men, you do comedy skits.
Yeah.
So what do you think you're the most passionate about?
Making people laugh.
So comedy.
Comedy, or even I'm not like specifically passionate about a certain kind of content.
Okay.
As long as anything I do makes someone laugh, it's the best feeling. Best feeling.
Okay, so that would mean that you lean towards comedy a little bit more.
A little bit more, yeah.
In whatever you do, you want to include comedy.
Comedy, definitely.
Right.
Even in vlogs.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of content even I like watching. If I'm not laughing, then I won't watch it. So.
Right. So what inspired you to start working out? Because I know you were the first one to work out in your group.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to actually start? I'm excited to hear this.
Okay, so I was very skinny. Is known as an ectomorph.
Okay.
So, and I had very low body fat percentage. So every little bit of muscle that I had was visible, even though I didn't have much, and I had these little tiny abs. And one day, I remember the date also, 9th September. No, 4th September.
Okay.
4th September. We had 2 free periods in school, and we all were just arm wrestling, and I never won in any arm wrestling match. Very rarely. It's a very rare occasion. So I beat this really big, tough guy. Somehow, I don't know if he faked it or what. I just beat him. Then I went home and just did pull-ups. At that time also I had a pull-up bar at my house because my parents wanted me to hang for height.
Same.
So yeah.
I think all short people have gone through that.
So yeah man, when I beat him it was insane. Like the feeling I got. Then I just went home, did pull-ups, did chin-ups. Thoda veins popped out. Then I just started. Then it was very on and off for like a year.
Yeah.
Then I went to my society gym. Uske baad I got a gym membership. Carried on from there.
So would you say your interest in working out is reducing a bit now? Now that you're doing so many other things? Yeah.
Yes,
you think that passion will ever come back? Like how intense it was in the beginning?
No.
No?
No, because at that time that was all I knew. That was my entire life.
Yeah.
There was nothing else. Like I would wake up and I would be like, okay, what's in the gym today? Yeah, I don't know if it will come back. I don't think I can for sure. I can.
But you're glad that your life doesn't like revolve around it anymore. Like there's so much more. Than just that.
Yeah. There is so much more.
Right. So why did you start growing your hair? Because your hair is like majestic. I remember
Thank you.
those waves. And I remember when you had short hair, and then again we didn't talk for a while, and suddenly you came back with this long mane.
Yeah.
So how did this
I
happen?
started growing my hair. So okay, since I was in Vidgar,
Yeah.
Vidgar is you knew in Vidgar, right? So I always wanted to grow it, but we had those rules.
Oh yeah, we were.
But I would always push it. I don't know, because I always looked at people with long hair, Thor and all. Even though I was not really.
Now you
into
look
it.
like Thor. Desi.
Thanks. But yeah, so until I would get a diary note, I wouldn't cut my hair. Then junior college, I kept pushing it, and then college happened, and that was my first opportunity to start.
Yeah.
And I just did. I just like it. I just like long hair on men. Yeah.
Will you ever cut it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You plan on going short again?
Yeah.
Really? In the near future?
No,
Not yet.
not near future.
No.
Future.
Yeah.
Distant future. But then again, I'm very moody, so I don't even know. Like, I might actually just cut it.
But you're thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to. I miss some things about short hair.
Right.
Yeah. Just wiping your hair 2 times and it's dry.
But you spend so much time on your hair. Do you enjoy the process?
Yeah, a lot.
Like, like of that self-care.
A lot, yeah,
and
a lot.
how it looks after
I love
that.
it.
You
I
enjoy
love
all
it,
of that, yeah?
Even just putting a hair mask. I have a full playlist which I've made just for putting the hair mask.
Dude, that's so important. I feel like a lot of guys ignore the fact that like self-care is important for men too. And I think that's so important that you make content like that, catering to that, because so many men are just like, oh, I'll just wash my body with shampoo and it doesn't matter, you know. So that's really like, it's like almost like a gap that you fill in.
Self-care only for my hair. I'm not very, like the rest of
But
it
it's
is
fine, at least it's some form of self-care.
some form of self-care, which is looked at as feminine for a lot of people.
I don't know why, but yeah exactly.
It's true,
yeah. So you were very close to your grandparents. Ek to they're so adorable. Like every vlog, honestly, like I won't deny it, I watch like most of them for them. Your dadu, your dadi, they are the cutest people alive. They're adorable. So very like important question. You're very close to them. How was your childhood like? And where are your parents now?
Okay, this is a very asked question.
Yeah.
So my childhood was very good. Like I've never been a kid who asked for a lot of things. So I never complained about anything. It was always good. Always, grandparents gave me all the love. Parents gave me all the love. Always supported me in whatever I've done. Childhood, I was a pretty naughty kid. Gave my parents a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I'll have to think a little bit. I've never thought about my childhood.
Okay, answer the second part then. Where are your
Where are my parents? Yeah, okay. So, my mom works in Dubai. And my dad he has a business of education consultancy. So, every time someone's going abroad to study in Georgia, he sorts out their accommodations, their visa and everything. So, and my mom is Georgian.
Yes.
So, my mom, whenever she goes to Georgia, my dad goes to Georgia with her. He also has some work there. And then sometimes she'll go to Dubai.
Okay.
And so that's what's happened right now. My mom is in Dubai, my dad is in Georgia.
Yeah.
That's all. Like they both were in Georgia, but then my mom came to Dubai for work. And my dad is.
So are they gonna move back to India anytime soon?
Yeah. They pretty much my mom no, but yeah, my dad pretty much lives here only. He was here mostly this year because of COVID and my grandparents to take care of everyone. But now dad's in Georgia, mom's in Dubai.
And you're super close to your grandparents, so like, what's your favorite thing to do with them? Like spend time with them? Like what's one thing that you only do with your grandparents?
Go out and eat momos.
Oh.
My grandfather loves momos, like from Koregaon Park.
Yeah.
Momos.
KB momos.
KB momos. He loves them and he'll actually like get ready and be like, "Chalo, beta, momos khane chalte hain."
Damn cute.
So yeah, I like occasionally, even in COVID, twice a week at least, I was just taking them to Momos Corner.
Do you think COVID like affected your whole vlogging routine and stuff during COVID? Like did it affect all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning, but then I adapted a little bit. much easier to vlog when other people are also around you.
Yeah,
Way easier. Like Saket had come home recently and I vlogged with someone else after a long time.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized it's much easier. So yeah, it was in the beginning I was like very, what do I talk about? After a point it becomes repetitive because even my life was also getting repetitive, right?
Yeah.
Staying at home. So yeah.
It's a big challenge, I think, for
Big
content
challenge,
creators
yeah.
nowadays.
It is.
Yeah. I forgot what's the name of... He looks like little Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
Who?
I forgot his name.
In my videos?
Yeah. Don't make butter chicken, yeah.
Suraj.
Suraj, dude.
Suraj.
I love Suraj. Suraj is so cute.
Suraj is, yeah.
And I don't know why people don't say this enough. He looks like little Nawazuddin Siddiqui. Do you not see it? His face, it's identical.
Little bit.
You don't see it.
I mean, yeah, the Nawazuddin Siddiqui in Munna Bhai.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that scene when he's beaten up? You've not seen?
No.
He's there. He's a side actor in Munna Bhai. He looks a little bit like. He does.
Okay.
You put it in my head
now. Now you won't be able to unsee it. When you see him, that will be your first thought. Okay, so this is something that I know about you, and I think a lot of people also know. You're very against hustle culture, which me too personally. Like I'm totally against pushing yourself to just burn out. I don't see any reason in doing that. So can you elaborate on your thoughts on that?
I'm against hustling for just showing that you're hustling. For like, I don't know, it just loses the meaning. Like if you expect something from yourself and you want a goal and then you work and you get it. But a lot of people, like I see a lot of posts on social media, they're like, use every second of your time. When 1 second you're not working, someone else is working, and I find it very stupid.
That's almost like toxic positivity.
Toxic, yeah. And
you can't expect anyone to live like that. Yeah.
And when someone watches a post like that, they're gonna leave feeling worse about themselves. Not
exactly.
Better.
I don't think it's very motivational in any way. I think it's honestly just demotivating because there are so many people who might be going through so many things that the opposite person doesn't understand. And someone can't dedicate every second of their life towards one thing,
Especially just to show it on social media.
Yeah. Even relaxing and just leisure time is so important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
It's equally important.
It's equally important. I agree.
Like if someone's asking you on social media like what are you doing and you say I'm chilling versus when you say I'm working, it's I don't know.
No, I get it.
It's like they'll have a higher image of you if you say I'm working rather than I'm just doing nothing.
Another thing, I don't get why people do this. Like they promote the fact that they're working 24/7. It's not a good thing. People go like, oh, you're not working 24/7. What are you doing with your life? You're wasting your life away. That's not it.
It's not it.
Yeah.
Stupid. I'm actually very against
Stupid.
it. I'm very passionately against it.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you like to do for fun? I know you're very into music right now. And you learned the guitar yourself, right?
Yeah.
So how was that journey?
I mean, I had class 2 years ago.
Okay.
I learned some exercises and stuff, but mainly it's been YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of, Let's Play Guitar.
Okay.
It's a YouTube channel. I mainly play fingerstyle so that I don't have to sing. So I can just
Have you thought about singing?
No.
No?
But
how long did it take you to learn the guitar? Pretty fast, right? Like
maybe a year of, if you compile, because I played 2 years ago. I played for a couple of months, then I had a gap. So maybe a year of every day.
Would you ever make more music content in the future?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Never thought about it.
Because you do so much and you have such a wide variety. Like there's a lot of diversity in your content. Diversity.
Yeah.
Like you do so much and you cater to so many different audiences. So maybe music as well in the future.
Maybe.
Never know.
Maybe, yeah. Now you've put it in my head.
Now he's gonna do it. One day, you'll drop an EP.
Yeah.
By Aryan Khanna.
Sad, slow song.
You should sing also. You should make music parodies. Now I'm just giving him ideas.
Yeah.
That expression.
I love making parodies for time pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you always funny? Is it a character trait that's always been a part of you? Bachpan se?
I've seen that from people's responses. I've never
you're the funny kid, even when you were small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny kid. Clown of the class.
Yeah.
Just talking any random things. talking nonsense,
Which you still do.
which I still do. Equally, with equal intensity, I still do it. Yeah.
So it's a big part of you, right?
Yeah.
Making people laugh, like you're very
Making
passionate.
people
about
laugh, and I don't even mind making people laugh at my own expense.
that. Yeah.
I love doing that.
That's actually such a big thing which a lot of comedians, a lot of people don't like.
Hmm.
Would you ever like become like stand-up? Would you ever do stand-up comedy?
Maybe. I get a lot of comments on this.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something that will come very naturally to me if I try.
You should, honestly.
But yeah, stage fright and
Stage
all that
fright.
stuff. But yeah, I'm sure if I really want to, then I'll do it.
You should, yeah.
Like, even if there is stage fright, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. So do you plan on traveling abroad in the near future?
I mean, flights are right now stopped.
I know, but do you have any plans?
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as it opens up, I'm planning to go to Georgia because I haven't seen my parents
To
in.
visit your parents.
Yeah, my mom I've not seen in a year and a half.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, we all are planning to go on vacation.
Okay. Do you guys like talk regularly?
Yeah, video call, family conference call, whatever we do.
Yeah. Okay, again, if we come back to your, like, you know, comedy skits and stuff, you're also really good at acting. So do you see
Thanks.
You're welcome. Do you see yourself going more into acting? Student of the year.
I mean, why not? Yeah.
Yeah?
Why not?
Future
Because
plans?
but I've never thought about it. Like,
No.
you're putting all these things in my head right now. I don't see you asking so many things like, do you see yourself? I don't see anything. Like, I'm very.
You're
in
just
the
vibing
moment.
right now.
I'm very in the moment. I don't think about.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
No, it's very personal, I
really-
think.
yeah.
No, yeah.
I have no idea what I'll do even a year from now.
That's good. You live in the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
I'm a person who loves to plan.
Okay.
Like I will, and I actually don't think it's a good thing because I am the person who will want to plan out my entire life. Like I'll be sitting, I'll want like a 10-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's so impractical, you know. And like recently, I realized, especially when COVID and all happened, I was like, dude, life is so uncertain.
Yeah.
And there's literally no way that you try to plan even for a year, it's not gonna happen.
You must have planned everything.
Yeah,
this,
like
that.
even small things, like you feel like, okay, this is gonna happen. You don't know. You don't even know if you'll be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. True.
So honestly, it's actually really inspirational that you live in the moment because I want to be like that. I'm working on it, just embracing where I am and being happy right now. Because there are so many things I try to do and just imagine, oh, I'll be happy then when I have
that
this,
doesn't work.
or when I'm over there, or when
That
I'm
will never work.
Exactly.
Never ever.
Yeah.
Will that work.
So you're like super happy right now, like
Yeah.
vibing.
Yeah.
I keep saying vibing now.
Vibing.
I'm gonna steal this word from you.
Yeah. I'll be very happy.
So you're super close to your friends as well. I
Yeah.
asked Saket this question
Yeah.
as well. You guys are like brothers. That entire gang, all of you.
Yeah. We all.
You guys have been so close for so many years. And your brother is also not here right now.
My brother? No.
No.
He's in Dubai.
Yeah. So
Wait. You said you all are like brothers.
you, Saket, me, Ishan, all of them.
And then you refer to my real brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not here right now.
Yeah,
So
he's
basically
not.
you're like alone right now.
Yeah.
Like in Pune.
Hmm.
So you were really close to all of them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
spend a lot of time with
A
each
lot
other.
of time. I think every day I meet at least one friend of mine.
So you're super close to them.
Yeah. If for a whole day I don't meet like at least one of my friends, I start feeling a little restless.
Yeah.
I'll call someone home.
I love how close all of you are. And I told Saket this as well. I just burped. There's like a very like
It's even now.
pure, yes. It's a very like pure relationship between all of you. There's like so much love.
Yeah.
And I love that. You guys are really, really close, which is really nice.
I think it's important.
It's
More
so
than
important,
quantity,
yeah.
quality is important. Like I don't have that many friends. Like,
Yeah, me too.
But the ones I have, we are like brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are you thinking like that? Would you ever go into Bollywood?
Saket has said this in the past.
Dude, you should, man. Come on.
I mean, I don't plan anything, so I don't know. I actually don't know.
Yeah.
If it comes to me, maybe. I'm not a very, I'll have a goal and then I don't even know how I've done this YouTube and all. I have no idea how it happened. Like,
So would you say it's more
ho
of
gaya, kaise
luck,
bhi.
destiny, or like you
luck nahi. Luck is involved, obviously. Luck is involved, but it's very like I will never say ki I want to reach this place or like I want these many subscribers because the moment I associate, like the moment I get there, I want something more.
Okay.
So nowadays I don't even look at my subscriber count. Or
so you don't associate your success with numbers?
No.
It's not at all, right?
Not at all. Zero.
What makes you feel like you're successful? Like what makes you happiest? The fact that like what makes you feel like I've made it to somewhere?
Very deep question. Very deep. I'm actually every day I live like this only. That I
take each day as it comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's like the bottom line of Aryan Khanna. Just vibe and leave.
Yeah.
Live. What is wrong with me? Live each day as it comes. Yeah.
I actually don't know how any of this happened. You wanted to get much more out of me, right? But you realize there's nothing.
Okay. Another big challenge I think you guys had was shifting from English to Hindi.
Yeah.
So was that difficult for you,
Yeah.
especially since you're like half not Indian, you're half Firang, so yeah.
It was difficult, very difficult, because at that time I was a little concerned about others, what other people think of me, and in our group it's we all talk English, even like we are speaking English right now.
Yeah.
I very rarely talk in Hindi with my friends, very rarely. It's just during vlogging I talk like that. So it was very weird, and I realized when I started talking in Hindi to the camera how bad I was at Hindi.
Dude, same.
Very bad. Yeah. I only speak in Hindi with my grandparents.
Right.
And when there's a camera. So I still remember, my first video took me like 2 hours to film, and it was like a 4-minute Hindi thing, and there was 2 hours of footage. Kaise hai, and the accent also was very weird.
Yeah.
So that was very tough. Yeah.
And did you face any like judgment from like your friends and like your social circle when you started out speaking in Hindi? Because some people are like, what is he doing?
Maybe they said it to themselves. No one said it to me.
No one said anything to you.
Yeah. Which is good.
Did you get any hate in the beginning? Because I know personally that there is a lot of negativity on social media.
Lots.
So did you ever get it, or how do you deal with it when you still get it now?
See, when someone's hating on social media, it's very meaningless. They've had a bad day and they have a phone in their hand. They just that's it. Very meaningless.
Yeah.
So I don't think twice about it.
You've never like given it importance. You've never.
No. Sometimes I'll reply if I get a funny reply.
Dude, even I want to sometimes.
Yeah.
Should I? You guys know, so you guys can help me.
See, if it genuinely troubles you, the comment, then don't reply. But
it's like a joke.
Yeah. Just do whatever you want.
Do you think there's any advice that you would give me starting out as well?
Yeah.
So Batao?
I've seen how how am I looking and this and that, and so over time it will happen automatically, but you'll have to get a little bit desensitized about hate because you will get it.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. You will get it. People are behind the screen. They've had a bad day, as I said. They will hate. That's fine. That's their loss. That's their problem.
Yeah. There's also a lot of positivity out there though. Like when I see the community you and Saket have built, like you guys have very, very loving people. Yeah. And you can tell that. There's like very a significant difference. There's no of course there's negativity everywhere, but it's considerably less with you guys.
Yes,
they literally love you guys.
Yes, I'm very, very grateful for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, even see, negativity is there, but positivity just overshadows it completely.
Yeah.
There'll be, at least in my case and in Saket's case.
Okay, well, thank you so much for doing this. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we'll also do a part 2 because.
And I had a lot of fun.
Why not? We'll keep doing part 2s and part 3s and part 4s because. And in the future.
Part 5s and part 6.
Part 7s and part 8s.
And part 9 and part 10s.
Part 11s, part 12s. I won. You gave up. Next one maybe we'll do like how it was started as well. We can do like a Q&A type, something which people are interested in knowing about you. So thank you so much for doing this. I hope you vibed with my chai.
I vibed a lot.
Hope you vibed.
I didn't even realize when it got over.
I hope you vibed with this conversation.
A lot.
And if you want another cup of chai, let me know.
Yeah. You gave me a lot of ideas also in this conversation, Bollywood and all.
You're welcome.